Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Mama Dia, hello my dear friends. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Safira Evidia Aurelia and I am from group 9. In the group 9, we have me as the first presenter, Nurul as the second presenter, Tasha as the third presenter, and Nadia as the fourth presenter. The topic for our group is teaching vocabulary for EFL students through text-based language teaching. Okay, it is my turn. As the first presenter, I will explain to you the text-based language teaching. Definition of text-based language teaching. Text-based language teaching, or TBLT, also known as text-based instruction, or TBI, refers to an approach based on the use of text as the core unit of learning and instruction in language. It was first developed by N. Prabhu in Bangalore, southern India. Prabhu believed that students may learn more effectively when their minds are focused on the text rather than on the language they are using. What is a text? Here is a definition by Prabhu. An activity which requires learners to arrive at an outcome from given information through some process of thought and which allowed teachers to control and regulate that process was regarded as a text.
Hi everyone, I'm Nurul Mu'zizah and I'm going to explain the next material. Prabhu cited in Richards and Rogers 2001 used 10 task types for primary age learners in his project. Both types of tasks were used. They are: first, diagram and formations. Naming parts of a diagram with numbers and letters of the alphabet are instructed. The second, drawing. Drawing geometrical features or formations from sets of verbal instructions. Third, clock faces. Positioning hands on a clock to show a given time. Next, monthly calendar. Calculating duration in days and weeks in a context of travel, leave, and so on. Next, maps. For calculating a floor plan of a house from a description. Next, school timetables. Constructing timetables for teachers of particular subjects. And next, programs and itineraries. Constructing itineraries from descriptions of travel. Next, train timetables. Selecting trains appropriate to given needs. Next, age and year of birth. Working out year of birth from age. And for the last is money. Deciding on quantities to be bought given the money available. The stages of task-based language teaching models. Eilish proposed a model that focuses on meaning and real-world activities that demand learners to process language for real situations. It consists of 3 stages. The first stage is pre-task. Students will be showed the grammar that they will master in the future, and form is developed by the design of the task. Then the second stage is during task. This stage focuses on communication activities, which means performance is crucial. And then for the last stage is post-task. In this stage, students report to the class. They may be exposed to any kind of input and then share with the group their understanding. So, in the pre-task, siswa akan ditunjukkan grammar yang akan mereka kuasai dan dikembangkan sesuai desain tugasnya. Lalu pada tahap during task, ini lebih berfokus pada kegiatan komunikasi, yang berarti performance sangat penting. Dan selanjutnya pada tahap post-task, siswa akan melapor ke kelas. Mereka akan menerima masukan dan kemudian mereka akan berbagi pemahaman kepada kelompok lain. Okay, next I'll explain teaching English vocabulary for EFL students through TBLT method. And so here is the example of activities teaching English vocabulary for EFL students through TBLT method. So the lesson theme is expanding the vocabulary in sentences. The level of students is for 7th grade students. The communicative goals are identify various information in a very simple sentence and identify a name of an object consists with images. The objectives is students will be able to pronounce the vocabulary well and know its meaning. Okay, then we enter the first stage, that is pre-task. The first, introduction to topic and task. Introduce the topic by vocabulary in a sentence, give some example of sentences, and students may highlight the new word and finding its meaning. The second, teacher helps students to understand the aim and objectives of the task. For example, brainstorming ideas with the class, using pictures, memes, or personal experience to introduce the topic. Teacher shows vocabulary through the word wall media, and then teacher invites students to identify vocabulary through the word wall media. So in the pre-task, yang pertama ada introduction to topic and task. Di sini guru akan mengenalkan topik tentang vocabulary in a sentence, lalu guru akan memberikan contoh-contoh dari sentences, dan di sini siswa dapat meng-highlight kata-kata yang asing bagi mereka atau kata yang sulit, dan kemudian mereka bisa mencari artinya. Dan yang kedua, guru membantu siswa untuk memahami tema dan tujuan dari tugasnya. Contohnya bisa dengan brainstorming ideas dengan teman sekelas, menggunakan gambar, memes, atau personal introduction untuk personal experience untuk mengenalkan topiknya. Nah, untuk teaching English vocabulary sendiri, di sini guru bisa menunjukkan vocabulary melalui word wall media, dan lalu guru akan mengajak siswa untuk mengidentifikasikan vocabulary melalui word wall media juga.
Hello guys, I'm Sharia Natasha Nurjana, and I would like to tell you about B during task. During task, teacher divided the students into group of 4 until 6. Number 2, teacher give a task with common sentences on the board and give students the pictures. Number 3, teacher asks students to match and common sentences with the pictures. And the last, students will do the tasks with their group. Example of vocabulary tasks. Match the sentence with the right picture. Number 1. I was gallant and brave. I always keep the traffic order. I'm a blah blah blah. I'm a policeman. Number 2, my father wear a blah 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 because it's raining. My father wear a raincoat. Number 3, It's used to wash my hair. What is it? It is F. Shampoo. Number 4. I always take him to school, where I store school equipment. I'm a H. Bag. Number 5. The woman who works in the restaurant is a waitress. Number 6. It is the animal like eat carrot, cute and sweet. What is it? The answer is J. It's rabbit. Number 7. My father reads blah 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 every morning. B. Newspaper. Number 9. It's the flying animals. Number 8. Davy and Rudy bought the blah 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 in the restaurant. I. Burger. Number 9. It's the flying animals. Its wings are made of leathery skin. The answer is G. Bat. Number 10. This tool to use for cooking. What is it? This E. Stove. And the next, C. Post task. In post task, teacher asks students to share their work in the classroom. Number 2, teacher shows the task the student finished on the board, giving the meaning and asked students to pronounce it in the right way. And last, teacher asked students to memorize the new vocabularies which had been obtained today. Okay, that's from me. Thank you very much for your best attention.
Next, I want to explain about advantage and disadvantage of TBLT method. Advantage of the TBLT methods are A. TBLT is applicable and suitable for students of all ages and backgrounds. B. Students will have a much more varied exposure to language with TBLT. C. Students are free to use whatever vocabulary and grammar they know, rather than just the target language of the lesson. D. TBLT helps students pay close attention to the relationship between form and meaning. And the last, TBLT allows meaningful communication. Keuntungan dari metode TBLT. A. TBLT dapat diterapkan dan cocok untuk siswa dari segala usia dan latar belakang. B. Siswa akan memiliki exposure yang jauh lebih bervariasi terhadap bahasa dengan TBLT. C. Siswa bebas menggunakan kosakata dan tata bahasa apapun yang mereka ketahui, bukan hanya target bahasa dalam pelajaran. D. TBLT membantu memperhatikan hubungan antara bentuk dan makna. Dan yang terakhir, TBLT memungkinkan komunikasi yang bermakna. Disadvantage of TBLT methods are A. TBLT requires a high level of creativity and initiative on the part of the task. B. There is a risk for learners to achieve fluency at the expense of accuracy. C. TBLT requires research beyond the textbook and related materials usually found in language classroom. D. Evaluation of text-based learning can be difficult. And the last, it is significantly less effective for the systematic teaching of new language. Kekurangan dari metode TBLT, yaitu A. TBLT membutuhkan kreativitas dan inisiatif tingkat tinggi di bagian tugas. B. Ada resiko bagi para pelajar untuk mencapai kefasihan dengan mengorbankan keakuratan. C. TBLT membutuhkan sumber daya di luar buku teks dalam materi terkait biasanya ditemukan di kelas bahasa. D.
Evaluasi pembelajaran berbasis tugas bisa jadi sulit. Dan yang terakhir, secara signifikan kurang efektif untuk pengajaran sistematis bahasa baru. Conclusion. Task-based language teaching is a method of learning a language by using tasks as a central unit of learning. By doing the task given by teacher in the classroom, the students expect to be able to follow some stages to achieve the target language, and finally, to use the language to communicate in a real world. Kesimpulan, pengajaran bahasa berbasis tugas adalah metode pembelajaran bahasa dengan menggunakan tugas sebagai pusatnya unit pembelajaran. Dengan mengerjakan tugas yang diberikan oleh guru di dalam kelas, diharapkan siswa dapat mengikuti beberapa tahapan untuk mencapai bahasa, target, dan akhirnya menggunakan bahasa untuk berkomunikasi di dunia nyata.
Okay everyone, that's all from our presentation. We would like to apologize if there is a mistake, and we hope you will understand what we have explained